Welcome back to Module 4 of this MVA course on the Windows 8.1 Update User Readiness Toolkit. In this module, we're going to be taking a look at the email templates that form part of the toolkit, and we're actually going to walk through looking at some of those email templates inside of one of your users' email inboxes. So, Alicia, what's in the email kit?
Okay, so in the email kit, there are 8 series of emails that you, as an IT pro, can send out to your users on the different timing of Windows 8.1 rollout in your organization. So, for example, we have T-10, which means 10 days before you roll out Windows 8.1 in your organization. We have T-5, 5 days before rollout. We have day 1. On day 1, when you roll out, you can send that email to your users. And then we have week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, and week 6. So as I mentioned earlier, that when we did the field training, we realized that in the first 6 weeks are the really critical time for user to feel comfortable and to learn the essential stuff that they need for Windows 8.1. So I'm going to quickly walk you through what's actually in that email. So let's take a look at the T-10, which is 10 days before your rollout. So this is the OTF file, the Outlook email, and we also have HTML for your reference as well. So in this T-10 days, we talk about the learning roadmap. So what we really want to do here is to make sure that people know that, okay, this is coming and these are potentially the 4 stages I will be going through in order to maximize my efficiency using Windows 8.1. So again, we talk about the 4 different stages of learning. And at the bottom again, we show the Windows 8.1 quick guide for business, which they can simply click the link and it will guide them to the download center where they can download the 16 pages of brochure for the quick guide. And secondly, I also want to show you day 1. So this is the email that you will send out on day 1 of your Windows 8.1 deployment. And from here, you can, we have the basic 4 essential things that the people should know of. For example, meet your start screen, access your apps, charms, and the desktop. So you may be noticed that this is exactly the same thing as the user tip sheet that we talked about earlier. So people get information in different ways. Sometimes they read the stuff that you hand to them. Sometimes some people are more into like reading emails. So we prepare different tools, but basically the content that we want to deliver, that we want to convey is the same. And Simon, do you want to talk about some of the other emails?
Yeah, I'll pick up from the week 1 email. So in this case, I've actually got the week 1 email open, and inside of this email, again, we've got a bunch more different tips. What I like is that we've actually got these little button icons in here, so I can go and learn more. It's going to take me off to some resources. They're pre-populated with resources. In this case, it's a video resource that's up on the Microsoft Showcase site. You could always change those to links inside of your organization. If that's going to make more sense to you, you have the ability to completely customize these emails. It's going to take me through learning a little bit more about how to close apps inside of week 1, that kind of thing. As we start to move into, say, week 2, again, we start to see the emails, beautifully rich graphical emails, which are going to help to overcome the email overload that we all face inside of our organizations. And again, they start to just take me through some of these really useful tips. You might also want to customize these by introducing some of your own line of business app-specific or organization-specific kind of tips. And again, we start to bring in things like keyboard shortcuts, not forgetting guys and girls that are still using keyboard and mouse. We know that there are many, many millions of people out there using those. And then, again, we're going to keep going all the way through with tips all the way through to week 6. And week 6 is going to start to come into a little bit more granular things like protecting your device, making sure that your device is well looked after. As an IT pro who's done rollouts in the past, this is really nice. It gives me a framework to work within that allows me to kind of think about things beyond, well, actually, if I was doing a rollout, you'd be pretty lucky if you were one of my users to get any thought beyond week 1. If you were into week 2 and I was still thinking about giving you some kind of training, you were probably a problem user. And by the time we've got to week 6, I was probably moving on to a completely different batch of users. So this is kind of really cool. It makes me, as an IT pro, actually start to think about being in constant contact with my users throughout the entire process. And as Alicia said, these are available as files that you can just take into Outlook, be able to really customize them quickly, easily, turn them into a mail merge inside of Outlook in order to hit a bunch of users inside of your organization. I think that brings us to the end of the content for the emails. Please take a look at the content, download it. There's download links at the bottom of the screen, and come back for our next module on this course.